The film we will be covering today is Spectral. Take care and enjoy the watch. Beware, this may contain spoilers. The movie opens with DARPA researcher Dr. Mark Klein traveling to Moldova, where the U.S. military is now engaged in the ongoing Moldovan war, in order to provide expert advice on a line of hyperspectral imaging goggles of his design that have been provided to local troops. General Orland and CIA agent Fran Madison are waiting for him when he arrives at a U.S. military air base outside of Chisinau. He is shown film of a weird, translucent, humanoid ghost that kills almost instantaneously that was taken by the soldier's goggles. Before sending the information and video to his superiors, Orland seeks Klein's professional opinion, despite being certain it is not interference. In comparison to this, Madison thinks the people she has seen are insurgents, who are using a sophisticated active camouflage technique, and she has been given orders by her superiors to collect a sample. Klein and Madison are sent into the field with a group of Delta Force operators who are looking for a Utah team who went missing the day before, in order to get a better look at the anomalies, which would allow them to finally identify them. Klein gets the brilliant idea to attach a huge version of the hyperspectral camera to one of the armored personnel carriers. This new equipment will allow them to get a better picture of the ghosts. When they arrive at the scene, they learn that the whole Utah team has been slain. They are ambushed by the apparitions who, because they are immune to explosives and small arms fire, cause significant fatalities before the soldiers flee. Following this, the group's armored vehicles are rendered useless by landmines, forcing them to seek refuge in an abandoned factory. They soon discover they are not alone and find two kids who have barricaded themselves inside. Shockingly to the team, a barrier made of iron shavings prevents the apparitions from pursuing them. The children say that, before he was assassinated, the children's father reportedly spread the shavings to shield his children. The survivors get in touch with the air base, and a meeting place is arranged. The group gain the ability to see the apparitions without using goggles, thanks to another one of Klein's inventions. Klein transformed the hyperspectral camera into a sizable searchlight. Klein later provides the troops with IEDs that have been laced with iron shavings. With this new weaponry at their disposal, the crew departs towards the arranged location. The location is about half a mile from the plant, which they are seeking refuge at. Once the group leave the plant, they are pursued by apparitions after leaving the factory. Shockingly, Klein's invention does not work as planned. The apparitions are only slowed down, but not killed by the bombs laced with iron shavings. The scene switches to a large, deserted square, where the group is welcomed by reinforcements and an emergency helicopter evacuation. However, the apparitions attack them, and the team barely manage to flee as the figures go on to destroy the tanks and murder the backup soldiers. Following this, the team are redirected to a civilian bunker that is under the authority of the allied Moldovan military. The team is redirected after they learn through Orland that the apparitions have taken over the air base while they were in the air. Klein proposes that the apparitions are probably man-made and are a result of composed of Bose-Einstein condensate. This theory would account for their ability to pass through walls, kill those they come into contact with, and be stopped by ceramic and iron shavings. To counter the apparitions, Klein creates many improvised pulse weapons. This new weaponry would have the ability to destroy the condensate that forms the apparitions. While working tirelessly through the night with Orland and the military engineers who are still alive, Klein and the team manage to create such weaponry. The following morning, the last few American soldiers are given their new pulse weaponry and are dispatched to a city center power plant. This is because Klein thinks it is the only location with the ability to produce the condensate which forms the apparitions. Following this, Klein and Madison find a recently abandoned laboratory within the plant, while the soldiers launch an assault from the roof. At this laboratory, they conclude that researchers developing weapons for the old regime scan people's molecules and use sophisticated 3D printing to recreate the molecules in condensate form. They come to discover that the brains and central nervous systems of the human test subjects were removed. After being removed, they were connected to a main machine that maintains the condensate copies or apparitions alive. Following this discovery, Klein initiates a safety system. This safety system deactivates the condensate apparitions just in time before they defeat the soldiers in their conflict. Klein gives hope to humanity by removing the human remains from the machine. Believing that whatever degree of consciousness that is still present is in misery, he decides to give them peace at last. Following the shutdown of the apparitions, the U.S. and allied Moldovan military then continues to seize control of the city from the insurgents, despite the disappearance of the apparitions. Once Klein's duty is fulfilled, the Delta Force personnel will then be brought back to the plant. The personnel will come with a Department of Defense extraction team. This is so they can disassemble the equipment and possibly use it to their own advantage. Finally, Klein bids General Orland and Madison farewell before boarding an aircraft for the trip back to Virginia. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated.